Hi, this is a recording that's going to show you another way to calculate concentration in chemistry. So we already know how to do molarity calculations. This is just another way to figure out like how much of that solute really is dissolved in the solution. So the equation that we're going to use and what we're solving for is something called percent mass. So you're going to take the mass of the solute in grams divided by the solution mass, so this should really say mass of solution in grams. And you have to realize that the mass of the solution is really the solvent plus the solvent, the solute plus the solvent. So there, I'm going to do two problems with you that relate to this. So this question we're trying to solve for percent mass. So we know we're going to use that equation. So mass of our solute over mass of our solution, the whole solution, times 100 to make it into a percent. So in this question, our solute is glucose and our solvent is water. So I know the mass of my solute is 30 grams, and I know the mass of my water, the solvent, is 400 milliliters, but I know the density of water is 1 gram per mil, so I can say that that would be the same as 400 grams. So then the only thing that's really missing here is I want to know the mass of the whole solution, which would be the 30 plus the 400. So that would be 430 grams then for the mass of the entire solution. So then I'm going to plug into the equation. And now that I know the glucose is the solute, and I know I have 30 grams, and my solution has a mass of 430. Let's give this 2 sig figs and then multiply by 100. So when I do that with 2 sig figs, I should get I get 6.9767, but with 2 sig figs I would get 7%. So this solution is 7% mass of glucose in the solution. Let me show you one other type of problem. So this is another question. So this one is another percent mass. And when I do this, remember how in grams, the denominator is the mass of the solution. This time I'm going to break it down then into the mass of the solute plus the mass of the solvent. So in this question, my solute is formaldehyde and my solvent is water. And they're asking me, so my X is the mass of the water, and I know that the mass of my solute is 425 grams, and I know the percent mass of the solution is 40.0%. So I'm going to plug in over here, and what I'm going to be missing is what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing the mass of the water. Sorry. All of a sudden I couldn't. So I'm really missing this. So now I can plug in, and I'm just going to put in my 40.0% and my mass of my formaldehyde, my solute. And then I'm going to, I know that I have 425 grams for my solute, and I don't know how many grams of my solvent in the denominator. So When I do this, and just solve the algebra here, I'm going to get 0.400 when I divide the 40% by 100. And I'm going to have to multiply that by the 425 grams plus X. And then that will equal 425 grams. So then I would just distribute that through. And when I do that, I get, what do I get? 170 grams plus 0.4x equals 425. So doing the algebra, when I solve for x, I'm going to get 637.5. I'll round that to 638 grams of water. So really I could double check that I have that correctly by putting, the 425 up here, and then 425 plus 638 would be this number, and then times 100, and I should get 40%, or really close. It might be a little different just because of rounding. So I hope that helps you with percent mass calculations.